you? I'm Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. And I just would like to thank you and welcome you for visiting with Living the Gourmet. This is really a treat for us.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, I'd like to introduce you to my audience. It's Vinny Guadagnino of the well-known hit The Jersey Shore. And my daughter watched it. And his mom, Paula. Yes, my daughter and my son were fans of your show. So I would like to welcome you, and I'm very excited for you and your mom on your new adventure that you will be going across country with Vinny and Ma Eat America on the cooking channel. And that's going to begin January 31st. So would you like to tell us a little bit about how you came about to do this show and where you're beginning and what your adventure will be like?
Sure. Yeah, basically, my mom is, she immigrated to Staten Island from Sicily when she was like 10 years old, and she never left. I mean, Italian people in New York and Staten Island, they come here and they set up shop, and then they don't explore the world anymore. So also, she was always taking care of us and spoiling us. So this is kind of my way of giving back to her. I always kind of wanted to do some sort of food show with her because she's an amazing cook. So this was a good concept for me because she's never been out of the state. I wanted to show her, and she also has that fish out of water element to her because she's really trying these foods for the first time. She's never had sushi. She's never had real Chinese food. She's never had anything, So this is our way of getting them out of her comfort zone while doing a cool travel show that gets to explore the country.
Oh, it sounds very familiar, Vinny, because I grew up...
Everybody tells me that.
Oh, yeah, I grew up in a very Italian family, and my mom was from Sicily, my dad was from the Boot. So it was, first of all, we only had Italian food. I never grew up eating anything else. And this might sound familiar to you, but if it was a different type of food, my mom would refer to it as American food.
Exactly.
So I can empathize, and I really, really think this is wonderful.
Thank you. Well, that's what everybody, that was my most surprising thing to me, because they had aired one episode, just kind of as like a sneak peek after this other show that me and my mom were on called The Great Food Truck Race on Food Network.
Right.
And they aired like a sneak peek of our show, and right away I started getting like all these messages of everybody that says, "Oh my God, this is me and my mom. This is my mom.
Yes.
My aunt. This is my grandmother. This is, my mom has passed away, and this is bringing back memories."
Exactly.
So I was like, wow, like I didn't even, to me, she's my mom.
Yes.
I guess she kind of symbolizes like everybody's mom.
Oh yeah, and my mom and dad settled. They were in the Bronx, and then came out here to Long Island. But still, it was the traditional, the smell of the sauce. I mean, and like you said here, that your mom is the best cook in your family.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, it's going to be great.
They're very stubborn people, and I guess that works out to a disadvantage a lot of the time, in case there's an argument in the family. But at the same time, there's something with food, everything is just, they're just like, they can't open their mind, they can't try new things, they're very skeptic about everything,
Oh yeah, I understand that.
We don't even eat Italian food out. It's only whatever food is in the house.
Oh, exactly. You don't go out to eat Italian food. You eat Italian food at home, and that's the way it is. And we even had, meatball contests. Who made the best meatballs?
Oh.
It was always Like I met my cousin in the,
I don't-
oh yeah, I met my cousin in the food store, and his grandma, my Aunt Anna, she was like the best meatball maker in the family. And he even ribbed me in the food store. But remember, my grandmother made the best meatballs. I mean, it's just a running thing with Italians. It's all about food.
Well, yeah, and we have, my mother has two sisters, and there's my grandmother, so they're always competing over, Aunt Marianne puts too much sugar in the sauce, and she doesn't know how to cook. I've been doing it my whole life, and she's, so it's and my grandmother too. My grandmother's not joking. That's the funny part. Like, if you say that my mother cooks, makes the best bread, she really gets offended.
Oh, yeah.
She'll be like, what the fuck is that bread?
I know, but it's wonderful. And it's also wonderful the memories that you have. It's just wonderful that it revolved around food and not around material things. It was all revolved around food.
We didn't have anything else, honestly, growing up. So
No.
that's how my mom, I think, always gave back to us. And, sometimes I wish she did it. Sometimes I wish I had a savings account instead of a pantry full of...
Oh, no.
my whole life. But,
No.
like I said, that was her way of spoiling us really bad.
Well, I have a son and a daughter, so I relate to the relationship that you have with your mom, because it's wonderful. Like if I'm cooking and my son walks around the corner, like that draws him in, is the smell of the food. And
Right.
I love,
It's like bait.
oh, for sure, you're like shark. You just kind of, and will come into the kitchen and I'll say, he'll go, can I taste that yet? And I'll say, go ahead, taste it. And I just look at him, and once I see like his eyebrows go up and then a little smile, I know I succeeded.
Right, exactly.
And it's the best feeling.
I don't know if your son does this, but I mess with my mom a lot when it comes to the food. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm a little salty. It drives me crazy.
Oh.
Because it's a running joke that, like, I'm the spoiled one. Not even in my household, just like in my whole family. So, if there's, like, not mashed potatoes, like, we're at Sunday dinner and, like, there's not mashed potatoes on the table, I'll say, where's the... You guys didn't make mashed potatoes this week? And then all of a sudden, like, one of my aunts is running to the kitchen to make mashed potatoes.
Mashed potato-
Everybody looks at me.
Oh no, that's
I'm a little bit of a wise guy.
that's okay. That's okay. That's a good thing. It's good to be a little bit strong.
They love it. They love it.
Of course. And now this would be a great adventure for your mom, and it's wonderful that you're doing it together, because it will just be so beautiful, the memories and the fun that you will have. And where will you begin, Vinny? Will you begin here in New York, or?
No, see, that's the thing. We did 6 episodes, and the network and everyone made sure that it was not in any place that was familiar to my mom.
Oh.
So the first episode is Atlanta. We went down south and we had barbecue and we had southern food, and then we also went to with the airing back-to-back episodes. So it's Atlanta and then San Francisco, I believe.
Wow. And your mom, you're flying to all these places. That's wonderful. And she's not.
Yeah, I mean, traveling with your mom could be a little bit of a nightmare, but rip her head off once in a while. But we made it work.
Oh, that's good. And she's okay with the flying and everything.
Yeah, I mean, look, like my mother, like I said, she came here when she was younger, and she didn't really go anywhere for like 30-something years. So every time we leave Staten Island, it's a big, like, even if we're just crossing a bridge.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If we're going to Long Island, it would be like a big deal. That's how I was raised. So it wasn't, it's always an adjustment. But my mom is strong. She's kind of living in her own little world. Like, she gets her iPad and she's fine.
I'm not that great with. I haven't flown in many, many years, so.
Oh, really?
I understand, and I just.
Honestly, I don't love it either. But I got to do what I got to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I know you have to
Yeah.
be strong, and I understand that, but I get nervous just at the thought of it.
I think it's much more normal than, you know,
I think people just don't want to say it, but you know, I don't mind saying it now that I'm older. It's just you just get just the thought of it makes me.
I say it to people all the time. I'm on it, and I'm like, oh man, I hate this, but like I said, you got to do it, and you know, your mind surprisingly adjusts pretty well once you have to do something. You know,
It's the truth. You know, you have more strength than you know, and we're stronger than we know. Once you
exactly.
you put up to that challenge, you know.
Honestly, once you're on a plane, you know, and once you're on the plane, it's like a lot of the anxiety kind of dissipates because you're just kind of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like about just getting there.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh.
You're sitting at home, you know, it's like.
Well, now, Vinny, do you have a website or anything where people could follow you that you want to tell, you know?
So you can go to I don't have a website, but I have my Instagram, my Twitter, and my Facebook. They're all my name.
Oh.
It's my long Italian name, Vinny Guadagnino.
Well, Vinny Guadagnino, that's a beautiful name. So you can, we have a lot of Vinnys in my family too. And I love when I tell my kids because they love that. You know, oh, my cousin Vinny used to say this. It's like, you know, the movie, My Cousin Vinny. Yeah.
Well, the good thing about my name is that, you know, how it's long, it kind of makes it unique. So when you go to Google it or something, usually it's like the first thing that pops up.
Exactly.
There's not other, you know, it's not like John Smith.
Exactly. Well, yeah. I know that too with an Italian last name. It's and you know, people always seem to have mispronounced it my whole life, but you know, once and then you're always making you just kind of accept it after a while. But
Yeah, I guess so.
I would love to tell you that if you ever came to Long Island, we'd love you're more than welcome, and we'd love to make you a nice plate of spaghetti and meatballs or whatever you
Oh my
want.
God, yeah. You seem like a very nice person.
Oh,
I
thank you.
definitely would take you up on that.
Oh, I'm sure that you would feel at home and you have a nice meal. But honestly, it's the door is open. So, and then you have my number, so you could call and say you're coming.
All right. What part of Long Island you guys in?
We're in Amityville.
Amityville. I've heard of that. Okay.
Oh yeah,
There's
everybody's.
a scary movie about that.
I knew you were going to say that. You could call up, you could talk to people from all over, and they know. And so yes, we live in Amityville. It's like right in the middle of the island.
Okay.
It's not far, but that would be wonderful. And I want to thank you so much for calling and doing this, telling us about your show and your mom. And I wish you all the very best.
Thank you. I really hope you enjoy the show. When you watch it, you know, send me a text or something. Let me know what you thought about it.
Definitely, and we'll link up to all your social networks so that. But thank you so much, Vinny, and thank you for calling. And my best to your mom.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, bye bye now.